Hi all, welcome back, today's topic is how you let go of what happened and the past. Okay, so basically what you want to do, alright, so basically say someone hurt you in the past, that person hurt you, and what you want to do is you want to accept that person for hurting you. You want to accept the way you feel in that moment. That person's causing violence, you want to accept what they're doing, accept them, accept them, accept yourself for viewing that. Okay, if someone's if someone's hit you in the past, if you had an argument in the past, if you hit someone in the past, if you hate someone, if you hate someone, if you are jealous of someone, accept all that. Accept. Accept that person that you're jealous of, accept him or her, accept them. Accept them for who they are. Okay? And then accept yourself for accepting that person. Accept yourself for who you are as also. Also accept yourself. Okay? So basically, that person you hate or that country that you hate, okay, accept that country. Accept. Okay? The history, what happened in the history, the war, okay, killings here and there. Accept all that. Accept it fully. You know, we're not living in the past, we're living right now. Okay? So whatever happened to you in the past, maybe you broke your leg, maybe you broke your arm, maybe you broke your neck, maybe you lost a tooth, someone hit your tooth and they shoved it off. You know, accept all that. Accept it. Say to yourself, I accept this guy for bullying me. Accept him. Yeah, I accept him. I accept myself for thinking positive right now and accepting that person for who they are. And I accept myself right now for thinking this way and for accepting that person for the way they are. I accept myself because of that, and I accept myself anyway, even if I done something wrong in the past. I accept myself for doing those wrong things. I accept myself. I accept myself for thinking negative. I accept myself. Okay? I accept people that were negative to me. I accept them all. I accept them all. You know? Um, if someone's jealous of you, accept them. Accept that they're jealous of you. Accept them for who they are. Accept them because if they knew better, they would not be jealous. They will not be jealous. So accept them, even if they think wrongly. Okay? Accept them for thinking wrongly. Okay? If you think wrongly in any situation, accept yourself that you just thought that thought. Okay, accept it. Accept that you thought wrong, and then move on from it. You know, once you accept it, you've moved on. Accept your girlfriend or boyfriend for hitting you. Maybe your girlfriend hit you. Maybe your wife hit you. Maybe your kid hit you. Maybe someone hit you or you hit someone. Okay, accept them for doing that. Accept them. Okay. Accept yourself for feeling hurt. Accept yourself. Okay? Accept your feelings. Don't deny it. You know, don't deny your feelings. You know, accept your feelings. Hey, I'm feeling hurt. I'm accepting myself right now. I'm accepting myself right now. I love myself. I accept myself because I love myself. Okay? So whether someone hurt you, whether you broke your leg, maybe you had a car accident, maybe you were in rehab for 5 years, maybe 20 years, maybe you were in jail for 30 years. Maybe you were on medications and maybe you were held down and stripped of your whatever, stripped of your thing. You were embarrassed maybe, or maybe someone pointed a gun to your head. Accept all that. Accept them. Don't hate because if you hate, you know, then you're just gonna think of the past more. When you accept it, you know, accept that person for pointing the gun to your head. Accept them. Hey, I accept that guy or woman for pointing that gun to my head. I accept them fully, and I accept myself. I accept myself for viewing that, for actually seeing that in my life. I accept myself for that, and I accept that person for doing what they did. You know, I accept myself and I accept them. I accept myself for anything that I do, anything. If someone, if you cause violence, if you had a car accident, if you fell off a bike, you broke your leg, or anything negative that's happened in your life, or maybe maybe you were on medications for 12 years. Maybe you have anxiety. Maybe you have anxiety. Accept yourself for having anxiety. Accept yourself. Yeah? Accept yourself. Because when you accept yourself, you can move forward. You can actually become more positive. Once you're accepting, you're moving forward in life. You're not thinking of the past. You know, if someone comes into your mind, maybe someone in your imagination, someone's coming into your mind. So um, you thought of that person. Accept them. Accept them in that moment. In that moment, you see them in the imagination. Accept them. Accept those people. If you see someone from the past, that you no longer talk to, accept that person. Look at them, say, hey, just accept them. Just accept them for who they are. They were in your life. So whether they caused you pain, whether they hurt you, maybe they talk negatively of you, maybe they bullied you, maybe you had a fight with that person, maybe they broke your arm. Whatever happened in the past, accept it. Accept it. All the mistakes you made, accept those mistakes. Accept them. Accept it. Also, um, if you were, um, if people were humiliating you, accept that. Accept those people for who they are. Accept them. Because if you are jealous of them or if you hate them, you know, it, you're causing envy. You're causing that when you hate, when you get jealous, you're stuck in the past and you're not being aware. You're not being aware because you're hating someone. But when you accept them, you're more positive. You're more positive about them. Hey, they did you wrongly. You did them wrongly in some way, probably in their mind. They perceived something that they didn't like from you, and it was a miscommunication, and just accept them for what they thought in that moment or in that response that they said to you. Accept whatever they said. Accept it, because they thought something wrongly about you because you said something about them that they didn't like. And then, you know what you do? You accept yourself for saying what you said, and you accept them for what they thought and who they are. And no matter what, even if it was a country that killed a lot of people, doesn't matter. It was in the past. It's history. Okay. Um, Accept that country. Accept all countries. Accept every single country out there. Every single one. Accept them all. All right. Accept humanity all the time. Accept humanity. Don't hate you. Don't. If you hate humanity, it's not going to get you anywhere. So, accepting is moving forward. If you accept your own humanity, life's going to be much better for you. You're not going to have hate in your heart. You're not going to be jealous of anyone. You're going to move forward and you're going to succeed. Okay, you're going to succeed. All right, so start accepting. Start being when you're accepting, you're more positive in life. You're much more happy. I'm much more happy when I am accepting that person that hates me. I accept that person, or I accept that person for having all those things. I accept them. I love them. I love them. Honest. I accept them. I accept myself for loving that person. That guy's. If that person has so much, a Ferrari, a mansion, I accept that person for working hard to get that, to get all those things, to get that wife, to get whatever they have, their family, a big house, all these kind of things. I accept them. I accept them. Honest. You know, because that guy or that woman that you might be jealous of, respect them. Respect them if they have a lot of things in life. If you see them that they've achieved a lot in life, that they have millions of dollars, they have a lot of money, all these kind of things. Accept that. Accept that's inspiration. Accept. Don't be jealous, because if you're jealous, you're just gonna go backwards. But what happens is when you are accepting, you're moving forwards in life. You're going forwards. Okay. So when you are accepting, no matter if it's a country, if it's a person who hurt you, if you're jealous of someone, if someone hurt you, if you hurt someone, if you broke your leg, if something disastrous happened to you, if you've seen an earthquake and you almost drowned, and if you had a trauma, of some sort, maybe you were in the army, maybe you went to the army, you're firing guns, killing people, accept that, accept that. Accept what you did, accept what happened, that situation, accept it, because those traumas or any kind of trauma that you might have, maybe you have a disability, maybe um, maybe you can't hear, maybe you're blind. Accept those things. Accept it. It's the way it's supposed to be, and just accept it. Accept it no matter what. Any circumstance in life that happen, whether good or positive, accept it. Accept it. It's the way things are. Accept it. There's no point in thinking about the past. Okay? And if you do, even if you do, accept that person or that situation that happened in life. Maybe a police officer hit you for some reason. Maybe, there was something going on in their minds that they didn't like about you in that moment, so they had to do something in order to restrict you in some way so they can feel safe. Accept that. Accept that. Accept yourself for feeling scared in some moments, for feeling hurt, for crying, for having a mental health issue, for feeling shame, Accept yourself for feeling shame. Accept yourself. It's a lesson. Accept yourself for feeling shame. I've felt shame before. I accept myself for that. I will not know what shame is if I didn't learn from it. So I learned from it. I'm accepting what shame is. I accept it. I know that feeling. I accept it now because I finally see what shame is. I finally see what secrecy is in life. I accept myself. If you're in secrecy, accept yourself for being in secrecy. Accept yourself. Accept yourself. Accept yourself for feeling guilt. Accept yourself for that feeling or those feelings of secrecy, feeling of shame, feeling of unworthiness, feeling of guilt. Accept yourself for those feelings. Accept your feelings. Don't deny them. Don't deny those feelings, because if you deny, you're going to feel more of that. Okay? So if you accept it, if you accept shame, accept guilt, accept secrecy, accept unworthiness, accept yourself no matter what. No matter what happened to you or what you did to others. Accept yourself for both. For both. What you did to others and what others done to you. Accept. It's sometimes there's a word called karma. What you do to others, others do to you. Accept. When you're accepting everyone, you're going to get more acceptance back. So when you're accepting everyone, when you accept the past, when you accept what happened to you, when you accept what you did to others, accept it, because it was all a learning experience. Whether what happened in the past, if your grandpa or grandma got killed in World War, accept it. Accept it. I just accept it. If you cause violence, if you cause drama because of it, it's going to get worse. Hate cause violence. If you hit someone, that person's more likely to hit you back. If you accept that person, there's no violence in that. So when you're accepting of what happened, hey, my uncle got killed. I still accept that he got killed. I accept him honestly. Hey, I accept my grandpa for dying. Everyone's gonna die in this life. I accept that. I accept that. I accept what happened. I accept the World War, all this kind of stuff. I accept it. I accept everyone that got killed and everyone that defended their countries and everyone that loved their families in that time and all that kind of stuff. I accept all that. I accept everything that happened, to be honest. So I've got no grudge in the past about any country or about what happened or who killed some of my family or whatever. It doesn't matter. I am accepting of those countries. I've been to those countries. To me, I've seen decent human people in there. Like, I have, honestly, and I accept them all. I accept them all those people in those countries, in every single country. I accept them all, and because I do, I move forward. You know, and that's what I'm trying to just point out, that when you are accepting of everything, all right, everything that is in this life, accepting everything that is, everything that comes, okay, everything that's happened, everything that's going to happen, accept it. Then you can move forward, right? When you are accepting mental illness, that you're deaf, that you're blind, all this kind of negative stuff that's happened or positive stuff that's happened, you know, accept it. Accept it. If you something positive happens in your life, accept that positive thing that happened. Accept it. If something negative happened, accept that happened. Some negative things have happened to me. I've accepted it. You know, I've accepted the people, you know, that um, I've accepted them all. You know, if I think of someone from the past, I'm accepting that person straight away. You know, because they were in my life. You know, they taught me something. You know, so I'm growing. When I'm accepting, I'm growing, and that's the most important thing. When you're accepting, you're open-minded. You're moving forward. You're moving on to success. When you are accepting of everything, be accepting of everything. Be accepting of God. Be accepting of God, of the universe. Accept the universe. You know. So anything that's happened, bad, good, you know, accept it all. And also another way to let go of the past or what's happened, what you do is you sink into this present moment. So if you're having any trouble, which you won't be having any trouble if you're accepting, you say, I'm doing the Gaya Mudra and I am accepting. When I am doing the Gaya Mudra, I am accepting. Now you're straight away accepting. Okay? And then if someone causes pain to you, name that person. This person I accept right now, and I accept them because they done that, and because they thought that thought, and because I'm accepting right now of myself and them, and I accept both of us. You know, accept who we are. Yeah. Okay. And then also, what you can do is you can be in your body. When you're in your body, you're sunk into this present moment. You're not thinking of the past at all. You know, you're thinking this moment. You're thinking right now. You're listening to the silence. Another way to let go of the past is to listen to silence, to be very aware of yourself. Be very aware of your surroundings, of what's happening in the world, uh, like what's happening around you. I mean, you know, be aware. When you're aware of this moment, you got no time to think about what happened. And even if you do think what happened, just accept what you thought, accept what happened. If there was a negative thought there, if you ever have a negative thought about anything in life, accept it in that moment. If I have a negative thought now, I accept this, I accept this. I'm doing the Gaya Mudra. Every time I'm doing the Gaya Mudra, I'm accepting that thought. I accept that thought right now. Straight away say it. Straight away say it. Accept that thought. And then you might even hear a little click in your mind, like, you know, and that's actually good. That's actually good. That means you made progress. Honest. When I hear a click after I've accepted something, you know, I know it's good. I know that something in my mind has shifted in a positive direction, because my mind clicked after I said I accept this thought. It clicked literally, like you hear it in your brain. It's just like, it's like a little change. You know, hey, that negative thought won't show up in my life anymore. To be honest. So whatever happened in the past, you know, accept it. Whatever's going to happen in the future, accept it. Accept it. Both ways. Accept it and accept this second. Accept this moment. You know, be in your body. Put your tongue on the tip of your, on the rooftop of your mouth. Sink into the present moment anytime, just by pulling your tongue on the rooftop, okay? If you need help, do that. Do the tongue to the rooftop and sink into your body, and you'll be sunk into this present moment, and you'll be thinking right now. You won't be, you'll also be thinking of the future, but you won't, what I mean is, you'll be thinking of the future, but you'll be thinking in this moment. You'll be thinking now, yes, I have a future. I accept that I have a future. I accept what happened in the past. I accept the past. Accept the future, and I accept right now. Okay? So whatever happened, accept it. Okay? So thank you very much for watching. I hope this has helped you. Remember, listen to silence, be aware of your surroundings, be in your body, breathe. Make sure to breathe, because once you're breathing, you're just going to be sunk into this present moment because you're focusing from within. When you are pulling your tongue to the rooftop of your mouth, like this, you're focusing within your mouth. Okay, you're not looking from the outside, what's happening outside. So if you feel rejection, if you feel disappointed, if you feel negative, if you feel fear, if you feel hurt, if you feel any type of feeling, accept that feeling in the moment. Accept it. Any type of feeling. What I do, I'm always accepting. I'm always aware of my feelings. I'm always aware of this moment. I'm always in my body. This is what keeps me in this moment and aware of my feelings. I always know when I'm about to get negative, and when I do, I straight away say it. I accept this thought. I accept it. I think back 2 seconds what I just thought, and I accept it like that. I accept it. So I'm always aware of my feelings. I'm always aware of the silence of my breathing. I'm always in my body. I'm always concentrating, and I'm always focused right now. And if I think on the past and what happened in the past, I accept everything that happened in the past. I accept it all. And this makes me move forward. Instead of me grudging about the past, keeps me stuck in the past. I accept the past. I'm moving on. I'm moving on in this moment, and I'm thinking about my future also. And I'm accepting that I think about my future. I'm not literally in the future. I'm not in the future. I'm thinking right now about the future. I'm thinking at this moment what I'm going to accomplish in 10 years' time. What will I do now that's going to help me to get to my goal in 10 years' time? I'm not literally in the future somewhere and just thinking about the future. I'm thinking this moment, what do I want to achieve in the future, in 10 years' time? Where do I want to be? What do I want to do? But this is also for another video. But I just want to say, accept, accept this moment, accept the past, what happened, anything that happened to you, anything. The baddest trauma in the world, accept it, accept it. It's a learning lesson. It's a lesson. I've been in depression, I've been substance abuse. That was a lesson that I had to take. I had to go to rehab. I accept that I went to rehab. I accept that I abused drugs. I accept all that because that's all a lesson for me. Now I can use those experiences that I had in the past, and I can teach it. I can teach what I've learned from those situations. So if you have a really bad trauma, if you have a really bad mental health issue or anxiety, or if you have secrecy or shame or guilt, or something happened and you cause violence, or something happened, everything that you do is for a reason, and you can teach it to someone. You can teach that you have a trauma. You can teach about that trauma that you feel. You can experience that trauma. You can experience what mental health issue is like, how anxiety feels. You can write a book on anxiety because you actually experienced trauma and anxiety. Or trauma, you can write a book. If you have trauma, you can write a book about trauma. You're your own psychologist about that. You suffered trauma in life. You can write about that for other people that are in trauma. So anything that you do, if you hit someone, you can write a book on that, or write a document or something. Write how bad it is to hit someone. Write a little blog or something. Write about it. How bad that made you feel. What happened. How you turned out to be now. So everything that happens in life is for a reason. It's all a learning experience. Accept that. Accept that this life we're here to grow, and accept I love growing. I accept that I'm growing as a person. I accept myself. I accept this life, everything in this life, animals, the cup, the everything, all the materials in the world, all the people in the world, everything that happens. I accept everything. I'm accepting of everything. Okay. Alright, thank you very much. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you back and see you later. Thank you and goodbye and see you later.